Hi there, I'm Monica Johnson, CEO of Marge Consulting. At Marge Consulting, we focus on developing and empowering women leaders. We focus on leadership development in general. And then we have a very heightened focus around promoting mental health wellness and reducing the stigma associated with mental illness. So, with that in mind, one of the things to know about me is I'm a licensed professional counselor. I've been in the behavioral health field for over 24 years, and so have an extensive background in mental health issues. And with that in mind, I want to spend today talking to you, giving you 5 tips that will help you during this current COVID-19 pandemic that we find ourselves in. So, one of the main things I want you to take away, and I'll reiterate it at the end, is to make sure that while you're thinking about staying safe and healthy as it relates to the COVID-19 pandemic, that you also value the importance of maintaining your mental health wellness during such an unpredictable and unprecedented time like we are in now. So, 5 things. Number one, be informed but do not be obsessed. It is a fine line between information gathering, wanting to be educated around understanding what is going on. What is this disease? Why is it spreading so fast? Why is it causing the shutdown in the majority of the country and world? So, yes, you should be informed. You want to make sure you understand the facts as they come out. The information is fast flowing, but you don't want to cross the line of now you're obsessed. So, how much news is too much? I can't meter it for you, but you know for yourself. So, for me, I am a pretty avid news watcher. I like to be informed, but it is news overload right now. And so, I figured out that during a day, the information doesn't change dramatically from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. So I pick a point. Either I'm going to watch the news in the evening or I'm going to watch it in the morning. But I've really taken a step back on how much I intake because it can become obsessive and it will drive you to be more anxious, more depressed, more afraid. And so you want to be careful about your level of news intake, and that includes alerts that you may get on your phone. I've turned off some of my news alerts because they're all telling me the same thing, really. So think about that and find something that allows you to be informed, like whatever level that is, versus now I feel like I'm obsessing over this. Number two, healthy anxiety is important to know that it's okay. So feeling anxious, it's okay to put that into words. It's okay to have those feelings, and it's nothing that you should be ashamed of. I would venture to say that most people right now have some level of anxiety. Healthy anxiety reminds you that you are human. And so embracing that, acknowledging that, so that then you can take some steps to manage the anxiety that you may be feeling. Some quick ways to manage that anxiety, still up under number two. Humor is good for the soul. Laughter does matter. Have TV shows queued up or stand-up comedy shows available to you, whether it's through a electronic platform, whether it's through TV, whatever it is. Have those things queued up so when you are feeling a little anxious, you have something that helps mellow things out for you. Dancing apparently helps. This is why TikTok dances are so popular right now. My family and I are going to do one of these probably this weekend because it makes you move. It makes you do things that you may not normally do with your body. And it's fun. And it's something you can do with others that are around you that you love or tolerate. And so I think that that's why that's been so popular. And it's also making other people laugh at you too. So that's why I think that's an important one. Doing something good or useful for others. So one great example is I just recently saw a story of a group of individuals who can sew. I cannot sew, but people that can sew have been making masks. They've gotten very creative in how to help people who are on the front lines, trying to continue to help people get care and get services. They need PPE equipment, and we have a shortage of PPE equipment in most places. And so masks are something that people have been creative in sewing and making. So it's a simple example, but it's making such a tremendous impact on communities. So find a way that you can make a difference, because it makes you feel like you're doing something meaningful, you're helping other people, you forget how anxious you are. Remembering to breathe, 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 breathe. So yes, you do that naturally, but there's something different about intentional breathing. Some of that happens through meditation. It allows you to let free of things that need to come out of your brain and take in things that should. And so learning how to do breathing calming exercises is really important. Lots of things out there on the internet you can find about healthy breathing techniques to manage anxiety. Controlling your social media. So, what I mean by that is too much of anything can be a bad thing. So, making sure that your social media, similar to the news time, is managed. Don't spend so much time feeding into a world of anxious people. So making sure you take your step back to manage your own needs first. Number three, having healthy human connections. What I want to say about this is I want to acknowledge that there is a certain level of privilege that goes with the sheltering in place. A, you have to have a shelter to be in place. B, you have to have the goods and supplies that you think you need to be relatively comfortable. So you have to have the resources to do that. And then people assume that if you're sheltering in place with people, that you're with people that you love or that love you or that are nice to you, that don't abuse you, etc. And so I do want to take a special moment to make sure that people that are in need of help do reach out. And if you know someone who is in an environment that may not be that safe and healthy for them, then you're able to stay connected to that person and be there for people in ways that you may not think about. But for those that also are fortunate to have a family that loves them, and you love them and you tolerate them in a positive way, then making sure that you stay connected, not to those individuals, not just to those individuals, but others that are outside of your immediate circle. And you can do that. Phone calls still matter. People are using all types of internet creative ways to connect with people virtually. So remember to stay connected to humans. That matters. And reaching out to people who may need your personal touch, and remembering those people during this time. Number four, get to know you. You learn all types of things about yourself when you have time to just be. So embrace that time and get to understand more about what you're hoping to achieve out of this life. What is it that you've accomplished so far? Celebrate your wins, plan for your next level stuff. Take the time to know what you would like to not accept in a relationship, what you would like to have, what would you like to do better as a daughter, as a sister, as a sibling, as a wife, a husband, whatever. Get to know yourself so that you can be better for the people around you. There's no time like the present. You had a little bit of time on your hands to do this. And then lastly, learn something new to do. Be creative. We often have gifts that are within us that we don't take the time to nurture. You'd be surprised at what you can do when you allow your talents, the gifts that you already have, to just have a moment to shine. So do something new, learn something new, be creative, make room for your gifts. There is no time like the present to do this. All of these things, I think, collectively help balance and maintain your mental health wellness. I am trying to learn new things all the time. I'm staying very busy, but I will share with you, I bought a hula hoop because I thought I could hula hoop. I can't hula hoop no more. That was 6-year-old Monica, not 46-year-old Monica. So I'm going to figure this out by the time they release us from the shelter in place. Y'all be safe out there. Remember to practice your mental health wellness because your brain matters just like the rest of your body. Take care. Be good, y'all.